Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and I got some pretty important news that's going to affect a lot of people and make a lot of people feel pretty comfortable about things. I wanted to let you guys know that the DOJ has finally sent out a letter to law enforcement and all law enforcement agencies across the state of California, letting them know about the injunctions and the stays and all of the new regulations surrounding the magazine ban being lifted for Freedom Week. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, unless you live under a rock, you know what California Freedom Week was and what it was all about. Now, if you live here and you failed to take advantage of California Freedom Week, wow, you missed one of the biggest freedom trains to come through the state in a long time. Now, what's sad is that in the state of California, we already have so few liberties that even when we get a sliver of a liberty back for a short amount of time, it becomes an epic and momentous deal. And people always talk about the purchasing power of California. They talk about how we're just this huge economy, one of the biggest economies in the world. Well, I'll tell you what, we proved it that day. We spent a lot of money. A lot of people maxed out their credit cards that day. And I'll tell you what, it was 100% worth it. Now, I got to give a big shout out to Palmetto State Armory. They were the first. This is a big deal. They were the first to say, okay, we will ship magazines into the state of California. That was huge because it really gave people the confidence to start buying. So as a thank you, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a link in the comments section. I'll pin it to the top. And I suggest that you guys go down there, you click it, and you support Palmetto State Armory off this video because that was a big deal. When people were saying, are you sure we can do it? People kept saying, look, dude, Palmetto's already shipping them in. And so it gave people the confidence to actually jump up and get in on Freedom Week before it was over. Now, I've gotten a lot of emails since it all ended on April 5th. People saying that they're nervous about it. They're nervous to have these magazines. They're nervous to even keep them in their possession. I mean, I'm talking DMs, emails, personal messages, text. People just, you know, even though they bought them legally at the time and they do possess them legally, without local law enforcement knowing exactly what's going on, they were worried that they had these things in their possession and that they could get snapped simply because that local law enforcement wasn't aware of what had happened. So I just wanted to ease people's minds and let you know that the California Department of Justice finally sent out a letter to all agencies across the state that basically letting them know of the stay and what happened because of that effect. Now, I will put a link down below in the description box to Michel and Associates PDF, and this PDF will have the actual letter that was sent out to law enforcement. Now, this letter was sent out 3 times a day for, I believe, 3 days. So it was sent out morning, noon, and night for 3 straight days to these different law enforcement agencies. So everybody should know what's going on and be on the same page. Now, I'll try and summarize the letter. Essentially, what the letter does is it kind of gives a little bit of a backstory on who created the letter, who's writing the letter, the head of the DOJ. It also gives a little bit of backstory on what happened with Benitez and the unconstitutional ruling for 32310, which is the penal code that covers these things. And it also let the law enforcement agencies know about the stay, the modified stay, and then what happens afterwards. And it also informs them that the possession of these magazines that were acquired during this specific time, March 29th, and I believe they give even a more specific time, like 2:39 p.m. March 29th to 5 o'clock p.m. April 5th, 2019, that those that were purchased, manufactured, sold, or transferred during that time are all to be considered legal at this point until further notice. So that's been given to law enforcement. If you were sketchy about it before and you just maybe didn't even want to make it known, you have no reason to worry. I've been trying to kind of ease people's minds by talking about it on camera, by showing mine, by using mine, by going out there and enjoying mine so that you guys can see, look, I'm not concerned because I know that this is perfectly legal what I'm doing. And so now you guys don't need to be concerned as well. With that letter going out, there's no need for anybody to worry. If you are still worried, go ahead, click the PDF, print it out, and throw it in your range bag. That way, in case law enforcement still doesn't know or they have a question, you know, you have a paper that shows the DOJ's ordered law enforcement. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say thank you all very much. It was a fun week, but let's go ahead and fight and continue to fight to restore as many liberties in the state as possible to try and get our freedoms back. You know, it seems like the country's kind of taking a turn. It seems like there's certain things that are starting to take over that shouldn't take over, and we definitely have a big fight ahead of us. But It's possible, and this shows that it's possible. We just need somebody on our side. So go ahead and keep fighting, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.